welcome back to llamamakayla's yarn tube. I'm Kayla. Today I'm not playing with yarn, I'm playing with paint. And so I have a couple of projects here that I want to paint, and just thought I would share that with you guys. I was going to paint this little alligator and this little dinosaur. I was going to use these in photo props, and so I thought I would just paint them. I found some old paint brushes in a drawer that Dakota must have left here. So I thought I would just play around with them. And I have some paint I picked up at Dollar Tree. So I'm going to shake that up really good. So what are you guys up to today? It is Sunday here in my world. I don't know what day you're getting around to watching this video, but you know, whatever day, that's okay. Although it is the end of the month, so I would encourage you to click on my name and go to my channel and click on videos, and then, you know, watch any videos that you have missed this month or anytime because it's the end of the month. So I'm gonna get some, let me look, I'm looking for white. I have my whole tray of paints here beside me. This is what I'm working with. My Craft Smart paints from Michaels. So I have that sitting here beside me. So I'm going to add some white onto this, because if you just paint over the dark green, it's not going to show up that well. And so I feel like it needs some white. And yeah, so yesterday when I went up to Michael's and Dollar Tree, you might have saw that video. On the way home, I finished that video and I put it together, and then I went to Sonic to get a drink and let that video upload. And so and then I drove home. So when I was almost home, like just before my driveway, the same place we had saw that alligator, me and Zika saw that alligator, there was an alligator. And when I saw that, I thought, oh, that same alligator's there. And I pulled up, and no, it was not the same alligator. It was a much smaller alligator. The one that me and Zeke saw was a pretty good size alligator. And the one I saw yesterday was more of a, not a baby, but not really big. It was probably about 4 or 5 foot long alligator. So it was just a little one. And so I took a little video of that, and I will pop that in here. So you can see that little alligator. And he was just, as I was videoing it, you could just see he was like opening his mouth a little bit, just showing his teeth a little. So I just got a couple of seconds clip, and then I moved on. Okay, so this alligator is much smaller than the alligator I shared in yesterday's video. So you can see it's just a small little alligator laying up here getting some sun. He's got a long tail, but a short body, and that one yesterday had a long body. So he's just laying there. Every now and then he kind of shows his teeth, opens his mouth a little bit. But yeah, he's just, I guess there's a lot of alligators probably hanging out right there. The water's got them pushed up so far. If they want to get out in the sun, they're out, you know, on the roads. So, and this is right around from where I live. Well, the cats are getting up here to see what I'm doing. They're like, oh, she's doing something that is fun and we should be in on it. They always think they should be up in the middle of whatever I'm doing, especially Sassy. Oh, she is the worst. Yesterday, or last night rather, I was digging in my purse looking for my eyeglass case, and Sassy was sitting up on the piano and she was watching me, and I looked at her and she looked at me. We made eye contact, and then she went back to watching me digging in my purse. So I finished what I was doing. I have to change glasses. When I go out, I have to wear my prescription glasses, but at home, I have to wear my reading glasses. I don't know. I can't watch TV in the prescription glasses. And so, anyway, even though they are like I guess what you'd call bifocals, I don't know. They change from the top to the bottom. But anyway, so I put my case back in there and put my purse back over where I keep it. And I'll be doggone if Sassy didn't go over there and start digging in my purse like she was looking for something too. She is just like that. Sometimes when I'm digging in a drawer or something and I'm looking for something, she comes and helps dig with me. She likes to dig through drawers or whatever, containers, and look for stuff herself. See, I'm just putting a white coat on this alligator so that when I add some paint here in a minute, it will show up a little better. This alligator here was one of my kids' toys, I guess. I found it in the container, in the storage container. So, I guess it belonged to one of my kids, and I'm assuming probably Elijah, since he was the last one. Or it might have been Dakota's and then Elijah's after that. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just adding some thin layer of paint of white. To you know, give the other paint something to stick to, but also to cover up this green so the other paint will be brighter on it. It's hard to paint over dark colors, so anytime you can put a white coat on it and then paint your color is best. I hadn't done much painting in a while, like on a canvas or anything. I can't even remember the last time I did, to tell you the truth. It looks like the very, very tip of this alligator's tail is missing. That's okay. Smear out any excess paint anywhere. So this alligator I'm going to use as a photo prop, and I think it's going to be a pet for Poppy. I think Poppy needs an alligator, and Poppy is that new doll that I just got that has the open mouth and all that and the crazy eyes. So I want to use this as photo props with Poppy. All right. Let that dry for a moment. Oh, I guess I need to go ahead and put a coat on this little dinosaur. Again, just a little thin coat to cover that up. Cover up that color so my other color can stand out more. So yeah, what are you guys up to today? Like I said in yesterday's video, the muscle in my arm is hurting above my elbow but below my shoulder. That whole muscle is just hurting, and I tried to crochet some more last night and I was like, nope, it was just too painful. So I don't know about that. Like, that's not good. It's cutting down on my crochet time. So I don't know if that muscle needs to rest or if it needs to work it out. I don't know. It's hard to call. Lordy. All right. Now I got his legs and under his body to get done. Just got to hold it like this and it don't have to be a solid coat of white, just something to cover up that color, to give the new color something to grip to. Big Daddy is still not feeling well. He is hurting pretty bad. I don't know what he's gonna do. He don't listen to nothing I say, so he's got to decide what to do on his own, because he don't listen to what I suggest. All right. Let me see, has he got a good coat on it down here? Okay, so I'm gonna go wash my hand and wash out my paintbrush. I'll be right back. Alright friends, so I let this dry for a little bit, and now I'm going to add some pink on the belly side. So I'm getting this pink that I bought at Dollar Tree. It just says a light pink. I don't know if it's got a disc in there. It might. Yeah. Well, So I'm going to have to use some scissors to open that. 1 second. Alright, I had to use scissors to poke holes in the top of that. And now maybe I can pull some of that off. I can't pull it off, so I'm just going to pour some in this bowl. And I'm going to give a undercoat, paint the bottom of the alligator in this light pink, and it is light, that's for sure. It might need more than one coat. Sissy Cat is laying right here beside me on my box of paints watching me. I mean, she's laying right here at my, right here. She's watching me. I was petting her a little bit a minute ago while I was waiting on this to dry. So yeah, I'm going to put light pink on the bottom here. And I may have to set this outside to dry for a little bit. And put more than one coat. Is what I'm thinking, because it is very, very light. So that's got to dry to give it something to stick to, so just blobbing some on there. What is it, sissy girl? Alright, I'm going to let that dry. Oh, if you could see little Sissy. Let me see if I can take the camera and get a little clip over. Here's little Sissy laying on top of my paints, watching me as I paint. Huh, Sissy girl? Sissy baby. She's a sweet little cat. Until she decides she wants to bite you. What a sweet little baby. Aren't you, Sissy? You're a sweet baby kitty. Oh, she's going for my hand. Even, I don't know if she's trying to tell me to come back and pet her more or what, but anyway, we're gonna let this alligator dry, and I will be back after it dries. Okay guys, so while I'm waiting on the alligator to dry, I thought I'd go ahead and start the undercoat of this dinosaur. I think I want the undercoat here to be this lighter green. So I'm just pouring a tiny bit in here of this light green. Kind of a limeish color. I'm not trying to do realistic, obviously. Obviously. And plus, we don't know what color a dinosaur was. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do all this undercoat. Of the light green. Alright, so I guess now that needs to dry. Let me get some of the leg area. And these little tiny arms. I do have the fan on, so you might hear a little bit of knocking. The fan has a little knock to it. Alright, I had to turn that on because it got too warm in here. Alexa, what is the temperature?
Right now, it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit.
She whispered.
86
She whispered because she thought I was whispering. It's 71 degrees. Okay. I'm just going to lay. It's supposed to be up to high to 86 today. I'll lay that right there. Let me check my alligator. It's still pretty wet. Oh. And cats get up here and knock everything off. I'm just going to have to let that dry for a while. If I had a blow dryer, baby, I don't see anything, baby. If I had a blow dryer, I could dry it faster, but I don't. That's why I turned the ceiling fan on. I was hot. Plus, I thought, well, it'll help this dry some too. So, I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. And I'll be back at some point. Okay, the green on the dinosaur dried pretty quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and add green, my darker green. If I can get it open. Ah. Alright, so I'm going to add some darker green along the back. And just the sides, I'll go back and I can do the eyes. I dropped my pink. So yeah, I'm just smearing some green paint on here. Guess I'm gonna leave them little hands last for me to hold on to. Let's see if I can get his tail. I've always painted small toys or something like this. If my kids had something and they wanted it a different color, we painted it. Always. So my kids grew up, you know, changing the color of whatever toy they wanted it to be a different color. We just got some paint and painted it a different color. Let's see about the other side. And it doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. It's just smearing paint, okay? I'll probably go back and put another coat on it. Just to, you know, make it look even. But I wanted it green for photography props purposes, the photo that I'm wanting to do. There's Sassy. She's been asleep in this cube, this square bed that I had got from Five Below and put here on my desk. The problem with that is they all three want in it, Phoebe included. She thinks that it's her bed too. And Sissy and Sassy all want in it, but they don't want in it at the same time. So, and there's not enough room to put more of those beds up here. And the downfall of having that up here is they're constantly jumping up here and knocking stuff off my desk. Whatever project I'm working on, my book, my planner, whatever I got going on here right beside me, like my paint box and stuff. They're constantly jumping up on that stuff, knocking it all down. So I don't know that I really love having that on my desk. I was trying to get them off of this area because every time I was crocheting, they were, you know, laying on my crochet project. So I was trying to get them off of that area. And I guess that did work because now they're right there. They're right there, but to get up there into that cube, they have to go over all my stuff. And it just kind of creates a little mess when they're knocking all my stuff to the floor, and it hurts to bend over to get stuff. It hurts my feeding tube area. The skin around my feeding tube is kind of raw at the moment. It's a bloody raw mess. And so, yeah, it's not fun having to bend over and pick stuff up. And I don't know where else to put my stuff other than on my desk because that's where I'm using it. So I don't know. Those little beds are $10 a piece. So I'd probably only, if I was to get more, I'd probably only get one more. But I don't know. I don't really know if I should get another one and put it on my desk to take up more room on my desk or what. I don't know. Okay, so I'm almost finished with this. This coat. I'll be adding more coats to this later. Let's see. I can't see too good. I'd have to bring it up closer to my face to see that. Anyway, alright. We'll let that dry. And we'll be back. Okay guys, I've let my alligator dry almost all the way. I know that this pink is not going to be bright enough pink for me. Adding some of this pink in. It's about the same color as that big bottle of pink. I was hoping it was a little bit darker, but it's not. So I'm going to add a little red in there. I'm just going to mix up some colors. Adding some red. And probably gonna add more pink and then maybe even some white. Yep. I'll add some of this pink, which is the same shade as that one, but I don't want to use up all that little bottle. Add just a little bit of white. If I had thought about it, I would have looked at the pinks and got a darker pink when I was in, but I didn't really know I was supposed to do this project. I wanted it more pinky. I'm gonna add some more pink in there. I wanted it more, I wanted it like a bright pink, but I gotta work with what I got. It's not exactly the color I wanted, but it'll work. Okay, so I'm just going to put a coat of this pink on the back of the alligator. Let's see. We are supposed to get a lot of rain, like they're already calling for flood warnings around here. Because of the amount of rain we're supposed to be getting. And I guess the other day they got a lot of rain up around Lake Darbone, and that caused a lot of flooding there. And then that water runs this way. So a lot going on with water, probably a lot more alligators. All that rain and water just pushes the alligators out. To new locations. And then they want to come out of the water and sun in the sun in locations that, you know, they're not normally laying up on. This pink is turning out good. I thought it might be not pink enough, not bright enough, but it is. It's turning out good. And it's drying nicely also. I don't know why that pale pink by itself, it just took a long time to dry. All right. Also, I was trying to mix up enough of this so that it didn't run out. Because when you mix paints to paint, you know, something, like even if you're painting on a canvas or whatever, and you're mixing paints, and you run out of that paint, it's hard to get that same color again, because you don't know exactly how much of each color you put in or whatever. So sometimes that's hard. So I always mix a little more than what I actually think I will need, so that if I have to do a second coat or touch up anything, I have a little bit extra. I gotta start doing some art projects with the Zeke and his siblings for the fair. I do miss teaching art. That's something I always enjoy doing. That is a pretty pink on here. I have a feeling probably up under these legs needs some paint, but I'm just going to let it dry before I pick it up to turn it over. To see. All right, there we go. All right, just gonna let that dry for a little bit. And I could check on my dinosaur. Maybe the cats won't get in the paint. Back when I painted all the time, like I painted every day, I had paint everywhere. I didn't have any clothes that didn't have paint. I had paint like my desk always had paint stuff on it. This dinosaur did dry really nicely. I'm going to put another coat of this green and then touch up this part. But I feel like that green needs another coat. So let me shake this up. Alright. Let me see, I'm going to start with the legs here. Get them a good coat on them. There are some spots where the paint might have not got down in the little ridges and bumps and grinds and all that. The texture of the alligator, so trying to purposely put paint in those spots. Did I say alligator? I don't know. This is a dinosaur. Oh, goodness. All right. This has, this color here has dried a lot faster than that pink, that first pink I used on the alligator. I don't know if it's the brand or what, but this has dried a lot faster and covered it more evenly. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry. And then come back and check on my alligator. We're just sitting over here drying, and it's drying pretty quickly, I can tell. Alright. Okay, I think my alligator is dry pretty good. It's a little bit of wet spots on it, but I'm going to go ahead and peel it off. And repaint the bottom side. This time I'm going to use the Craft Smart paint and see how that goes. Just going to pour a tiny bit out right here. I have not washed out brushes or anything yet. I've just been adding more paint, a different shade of whatever color to it, so not trying to be perfect. I got distracted. I've been sitting here watching some deer outside here in the front yard eating. Oh yeah, I think this color is showing up pretty good. Maybe it will dry faster than that other brand. So there's two deer out in the front yard. And they've just been moseying around, eating without a care in the world. I did throw some corn out there, deer corn, the other day. And so since it's just going to start raining, I imagine they're out trying to eat. I had threw the corn out because my squirrels were out there running around, looking for, they were playing, but also, you know, looking for stuff to eat. So, and then there's a raccoon, and there's possums that come up every night looking for something to eat. So, and then I have that big old huge rabbit. And then we have deer that come up and eat. So the two deer are just moseying around. I was sitting here trying to be real quiet, not move my chair or anything, because they hear that. They hear any slight noise and they'll take off running. I like the color my alligator is turning out. I know this is just a silly project. Something relaxing to do. The sun's coming out. Shining pretty good out there. I don't know what time the rain is supposed to start today. But we do have rain coming. And I guess we have a lot of rain coming because they're already putting out warnings for flooding and severe weather. So I don't know what time all that's supposed to start. Are you gonna have bad weather where you're at? Are they putting out warnings? Okay, let me see. Did I get this edge done? Alright, so I'll let that dry. Well, I see a little bit that's underneath, it don't really matter. Unless the alligator rolls over. Yeah. And let me check on the dinosaur. So I'm just going to add a little touch-up green. Those deer are still walking around. I hear Big Daddy coming. The deer can hear him too. He doesn't walk softly. Hey, walk real soft and come here. Walk real soft. Deer. There's 2 deer out here eating. They were like, one was right here, and the other one was right over here. Alright guys, so me and Big Daddy watched the deer for a little bit until they disappeared on off into the woods here behind the house. So I'm shaking up some paint. It's still a little wet. I did paint inside the mouth the pink. I was going to do it red, but then I had all this pink here. I was like, well, let me just paint it pink, and then I might give it a little dash of red in a moment. But I'm going to put a little yellow on his eyeballs. Just going to paint his little eyeball yellow. And let me see if I can get the other side. They're not perfect. My hairs on my thing here are splayed out, but anyway, it's not perfect, but it's an eyeball. I'm not going for perfection. I never go for perfection, so I'll need to put a black dot in that a little bit. So I'm going to get my black out so I'll remember that I need to do that. What else? What else? I was going to put some red in here, but that's still got to dry. I'm going to go over his teeth with some white. Davey, it's okay. She don't even know the deer were out there. Sometimes she can smell animals out there, and sometimes she can't. If there's a possum out there walking around, not making any noise whatsoever, she can smell that possum and know it's there. I don't know if I should do the red inside there first. Probably. And then I was thinking about doing some shading. I know I'm putting a lot into this, just a little crazy alligator. Let me see, where'd my red go? There it is. Okay. Here, let me get a little bit of red. Phoebe, let them play. Phoebe's trying to police the cats. They're playing and she's trying to be the boss of them. I thought it came open. I'll have to eventually go wash some paintbrushes. I need to check and see if my dinosaur needs some eyes. Is he ready for eyes? He could have yellow eyes too, since I've got yellow paint on here. Yep, that works. I just kind of did the whole little eye area with that. It works. I got a little bit of yellow where I didn't want yellow, but oh well. Okay, so I just need a little bit of red. And without looking, I'm going to try to just put some in the top of the mouth. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go back and paint those teeth white. I was thinking he needed a little shading over here, but oh well, I guess this will be fun. If I did shading, I don't really have a darker pink. I had to make this pink, so I don't have anything darker. All right. Those cats are having a ball, and Phoebe's beside herself. Okay, so I need to put the dot in the eyes when it dries. Same thing over here. Let me see if there's any green somewhere. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to wash out paintbrushes. Oh, did he need some red? I think he needs a little red in his mouth. What did I do with the red? There it is. Oops, I got it on the alligator's foot. Okay, let's see. Alright, that's good. I'll go back over his teeth so it don't look so bloody. So that's what I'm doing today, is painting alligators and dinosaurs, and or egg alligator and a dinosaur. And so yeah, you ever watched a lady paint an alligator before, or a dinosaur? Oh, sorry, I should have fixed that before I turned it on. I was just painting a little black dot in the eyes. The hair on this paintbrush needs to be trimmed. It's definitely some longer than the others. Alright. Now I think I need to wash paintbrushes out, because I'm going to use some white for their teeth. And I might end up using some pink for highlights on the alligator. Okay guys, so I'm finishing up these. The alligator's not quite dry, but I can finish up doing what I'm gonna do, which is just going over the teeth to make them white. The cats are running around crazy, so that's what that noise is. They're chasing each other and having fun. No telling what they're over there knocking over. And here they come, just that fast, and they're on my desk. Sassy run up and got in that cube, and Sissy jumped up in here like I was gonna get in there. Okay. Dinosaur, done. Alligator, almost done. I'm gonna paint all his little bitty teetsy weetsy teeth. Alright, so I ordered Poppy a little outfit, and I just thought it would be really cute if she had a pet alligator. And so her outfit won't be in for a while, but when it does, I'll be posting pictures on Instagram. And I know not everyone's on Instagram, so I'll just pop them in a video in the future whenever that outfit comes in. And I do some photos with it. I can't even see those teeth up there on top. Let me see. All right, and turn him around. And get some out, get these teeth on the other side. And he's gonna be done. He's still got some drying to do. This was just a fun little art project, you know. Just something to do. Do you have any projects, like just silly little projects that you do to just have something to do and take your mind off other stuff? It's kind of what these were. And it worked. And so now I think I'm going to go take a nap. I'm tired. I got up too early. And I think I'll go take a nap now. Alright, friends. See you later. I hope you all have a great day. And I will see you in the next video. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet, craft, paint, whatever you got going on. It's a beautiful day to do laundry. Not really. But I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.